Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cassius Marsh, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time. And the grizzled vet, Ben Roethlisberger, bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd down, Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Touchdown! D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Steven Sims now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, this is Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. These two teams all tied after one. First down. It's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Cousins to throw it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins now. Finding Herndon here, the completion. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Able to get away. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's open.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Cook. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Cousins. Complete, Smith has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll try to run with Madison, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Here's Roethlisberger.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Following the interception, Cousins.
And that's dropped underneath to Nwangu.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Sims to return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Then, on Sunday night, the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Bring your parkas, the Bears and the Packers from Lambeau at 8:20 Eastern Time. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. When you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The drive starts with a completion left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Another carry now for Madison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Madison running left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Madison. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Going to run with Madison again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now parking for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now.
Final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota